So if we look at these setups now, again, setup-wise, very, very good. There's a little bit more lean on this one on the right here, okay, as you had a bit more kind of upright there, partly because your knees were sort of flexed, and I think there was a little bit obviously going to protect the back, maybe sort of put more pressure on the quads and the knees rather than sort of tilting forward, okay. I think, and again, so you need to decide yourself. The back seems okay, and you can make a full movement. The movements you're making are very good, and I wouldn't look at your golf swing, whether it's the shorter shots now or the fuller shots, and go, oh yeah, back's a bit sore. It doesn't showcase that you've got an issue with the back, okay. But just always be mindful of that, okay. And again, if somebody
so is it better to have more of a lean or a straight?
A little bit more of a lean. You want the back to be straight, but what you ideally want to be looking for, if I go from your hip joint to your shoulder joint, that yellow line and then the green line need to be towards a 90 degree. If I go from your sort of hip joint here to your shoulder, they're a little bit less towards that angle, okay. So just want to get a little bit more sort of tilt over the ball. Again, you can go too far, okay. Where you're on the right hand side is very, very good. The swing thought, and thought as in non-plural, okay, is to get this club now working under that blue line. You see the golf club there now working back. You've got a little mark on the club there, going back very steep, almost going through your head there. Very, very steep with this golf club here now, and the club now we call sort of laid off. Now to get that club back to the golf ball, you've got to tip yourself forward, and your head now's got to start coming down, which you'll see as you start dropping down now. As you start doing that, you throw the club forward, club's outside, your contact's going to be affected, it's never going to be easy. This one here now, as you went back, okay, there you go, club working up that green and blue line there, as you can see nicely. Club working halfway back there. There's the golf club there. Up through the two sort of cones, should we say, there. And again, nicely underneath that blue line. Now as you start coming down, there's no need to chuck yourself down so your body's a bit more on a level. Club working on a better angle. Good strike of the golf ball. And you can twist through them fully to a very, very good shot. And again, if you look at the sort of swing out the lines there, you can see a good strike and the ball then sailing down the range up towards your target. I think as well your balance was better here. When you chuck yourself kind of forward coming down, your balance is on your tiptoes too much. As a result, then you sometimes fall over. And if you're ever going to lose balance in any which way, you tend to go towards your toes, and that's just you lifting up and chucking the club forward to try and get back down to it. Because if you didn't do that kind of chucking forward, you'd miss the ground and miss the ball properly, or miss it the ball very badly, okay. So that movement's going to be coming, we want to try and avoid, but don't just think, oh, don't chuck it forward. We've got to swing the golf club better now in terms of the angle. It's more around your body under that kind of imaginary blue line we discussed, rather than sort of, just look at as you sort of going back, whoops, you see a big kind of a big old lift up with the club face. Okay, so get that body working better. Again, be careful of that spine angle. Don't try and protect the back maybe by using some more knee flex. Obviously put more weight in your quads there and it puts less stress on the back. I understand why we do that, but if you don't need to do it, just try and be aware of that, okay. And obviously if you find any time on the range your back is getting a bit of a niggle, just resort back to sort of small little chip and hit shots. Don't overdo it and do yourself more damage, because as much as you're progressing nicely, we don't want to sort of say, oh, it's no pain, no gain. You'll do that and you'll be out for 4 weeks and you will go backwards slightly if you fail. Not a lot, you're very sort of talented at swinging a golf club. You just proved that the fact you've been playing for as little as you have and hit the ball as well as you do. So the ability there, no doubt, okay. It's just sort of just trying to keep that kind of progressing on bit by bit.
I don't want to enter any competitions. I just want to have a good fun and have a good game.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, and I think what I would potentially suggest...
Are we talking like 5 years from now? I'll be still coming?
No, not at all. No, God, no. Well, what generally happens with lessons is people sort of have a sort of a chunk of them early on to get themselves started, okay? And then I would say probably, perhaps through the winter, maybe sort of November, December, January time, maybe one a month or every 6 weeks for you guys, okay? And then sort of into April, May time as we sort of go into the season, if you start playing a little bit, it would be sort of just almost like an MOT type thing. It wouldn't be like every week, go boom, 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 boom. I mean,
I'm just thinking, have you got the patience for me?
To be honest, and this again, you put yourself there. I think it'd be interesting for you, and again, just maybe as a trial, for you to come to one of the ladies new to golf sessions and again, it might be putting pressure on you to say that, but just see how good you are relative to them. Because even if, and again, I know you're laughing, even if you sort of came along and you were horrendous and you had a real bad time, you would still see the level they're at. And you'd go, well, actually...
But they're having fun.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about. It's like getting out there and having a bit of a laugh and a giggle and just enjoying yourself. So, I got to say, swinging it really good, actually. So keep it up, okay? But, don't beat yourself up.